They've said they're ready, chat. Oh, yeah, get to practicing your voices, everyone.
Yeah, get to practicing.
Because it's that time again. Oh my god.
I feel like I've practiced my voice. There we go. Yep, I consider myself pretty well practiced in my voice.
I would hope so.
Yeah. It's almost like second nature. Or first nature for some.
Yeah, we have an old Celeria hand in the stream today. Oh, hell yeah. It's the peoples. It's all of us. It's all of us. Luna walked away. It's all of us people.
That's us.
I had to close my door, and for that I apologize.
It's not enough strong.
Hello, everyone.
To be fair,
Welcome to the stream. That's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey guys. How you doing? That's it. Time to raid out.
I forgot how to stream. It's been like 2 days, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We spent long enough setting up. That's it. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming. We appreciate that. September, support your local streamers. Anyway.
September.
Yeah, so welcome back to another session of Celeria. We have successfully navigated our way through the Unsullied Skies tournament, the wee mini arc that we had. And we're back with your regularly scheduled assignments, which basically means, you know, back to running and gunning dungeon crawling for a little bit. Instead of me getting to do my usual shenanigans. But yeah, we do have, as they say, a cast with us today. And so before we get into the nitty-gritty of what the assignment is, and me just literally throwing you at basilisks, how about we get some introductions? You can either introduce your character when we start, or you can do that now. It's up to you. And I'm really sorry, Bex, but hey, guess what? It's your channel. You can get you choose whether you go first or last. I don't care, but it's you. Also, by the way, hi, I'm Quinn, for those of you who don't know me, but if you don't know me, shame on you.
Go follow Quinesta. Watch his awesome streams of Dragon Age Inquisition of Baldur's Gate currently in a streaming service near you. I am Bexplore. And today I'm playing a new character! Because we're out of the McGovern's era. And we actually played Whipley for all 3 sessions of the tourney. So I thought it was time to bring a new character. And then I was going to sleep last night and I thought of this. So, Madame Lee, she is a beautiful tabaxi woman who looks like she has a lithe dancer's body. She's very eloquent, she's well-spoken, and she seems to just be happy and satisfied with the world. It's hard to make it on Hero Forge, but technically, the front of her, she looks really, like, pretty normal. She's Catwoman, she's just a lovely brown cat. But then if you see the back of her head, hidden kind of under her blue beret, there is a big patch of missing skin, and like burn, where all her fur is not growing anymore, that disappears under her shoulders, that you can't see beneath her clothing.
Mystery already.
Yeah, I guess that's all I'll say for now. That's Madame Lee.
Beautiful. Well, Bex, you get to nominate the next person then.
Luna.
That's why we're doing it. There you go. Luna.
Wow, that was fast.
I love it.
Look,
Okay,
you give
sounds
us the most
good.
mystery fucking character icon.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
took-
okay.
You took your time, you built, you've given us a mystery character. It's time to fucking reveal it.
All right, please. Okay, all right, I see how it is. Well, hello, my name is Luna. And today I'm playing Tomothy. No, I'm not actually. It's not Tomothy.
You know what? Now I fully expect it to be Tomothy under that cloak, and nothing will convince me otherwise.
I am playing a character known as Shriek.
So his name is Shriek, and he's just a guy. Don't worry about it.
Could you describe what Shriek looks like?
Two halfling
Yeah, so
Give us a other than a name. What does he look like? What do we see?
Shriek is a roughly 5'6" individual wearing all black with a black cloak that drags along the floor. So the only things you can really see are like gloved hands and kind of just the shape of his face. He's a rather, he doesn't like showing himself or being out there unless he has to. So he sways in a weird way. That's his weird thing.
Heavily swaddled up in the hot desert. I love it.
So think kobolds in a
In
trench
black.
coat, that's my guess.
Oh, I hope that when we get to do roll for weather, we get hot weather. Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah. All right, Luna, you get to nominate who's next.
Okay. Well,
Oh, Twitch is doing the thing with the bits.
all right. It's Robert, correct?
Hey.
Yeah, it's Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you go?
All right.
It's for the horses.
The name's Alistair, holy pilgrim of his Lord of Light. Here to cleanse this here canyon for all those who follow.
I love that.
Alistair is a foul blood or a tiefling. Has a wonderful kind of hat, nice little cowboy hat. And he carries a censer, an incense burner. It always smells like a lovely pine forest.
Goddamn. Ellis
Yeah.
stare me right into him, if you know what I mean.
Olaf, you're up.
Yes.
Hello, I am Olaf. I am a 4.5 foot dwarf with a gorgeously black beard, a black bowler hat, my ostentiating monocle. I'm prim, proper, a noble from the Frost Winter Mountains. I come to Celeria about 200 years ago. I dress in a nice black tuxedo suit, some nice pants and some leather shoes on my foot. And I like to sing, and I've got a very silk tongue, and I can talk my way into any situation. And we've got, over to my left is this Elowen Dust Whisper. She's more interesting than I am.
I'll see. Because, like, for starters, Elwyn has the opposite of a silver tongue. Do not ask her to have a conversation with somebody.
Someone had to balance her out. That's why they called me. They had no one else.
Elwyn used to be part of a vaguely military group who would scour the sands hunting, monstrosities and aberrations to keep civilization safe. And she has decided to now take those skills and apply them to an adventuring company. And so when an assignment came in to clear monstrosities out of a canyon, well, by golly, that sounds like a job for a monstrosity hunter.
That does actually, yeah, you're right.
Hell yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I love the fact that they're tailoring a character to an assignment.
Yeah, I've
We're
never
supposed to
had
do
a
that.
character who's like meant to be somewhere. Like,
No, it's people can do whatever the hell they like, but the moment she sort of started telling me about it, I was kind of like, all right, I like this.
I think your character would really like a game. I think it's called Monster Hunter.
There can't be any correlation
No,
there at all.
definitely not.
Absolutely none. I love the fact. I love the fact that I didn't even need to call
Piffles.
anything like that out, and it was immediately obvious.
I actually think they would prefer to play The Sims. I think that would be their game choice.
It actually manages to do all that socializing that they're not comfortable doing in person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
How did you know?
All right. With that, with meeting our hardy band of adventurers from the company of Goblin's Fall, they're actually not going to be, for the first time, carrying out an assignment within the country of Landis. They have accepted an assignment to go into the neighboring country of the Sudaran, which is commonly known as a fairly desert-like area. Heavy winds, hot air, blasted sands. And this particular assignment came about because there were some scouts who were trying to find some water resources, some oases for travelers to stop at, as water is a fairly scarce resource in a place like this. And they found one within a series of small canyons, plethora of water. Unfortunately, as it is wont to do, a resource such as that is going to attract more than just the weary traveler. It's going to attract denizens of another nature. And so these scouts ended up having to flee the canyon and marked it as unsafe for the common folk. The assignment that actually came into Gubbins Fall was from an alchemist in the city of Cyril who saw an opportunity to perhaps still make use of what might be going on in the canyon. And as basilisks were noted in amongst the creatures that drove these scouts away, basilisk eggs are a pretty valuable resource to alchemists. And so he hired on an adventuring company to head into the canyon and retrieve as many basilisk eggs as they could find. Minimum of 5, by the way, is the base objective. Anything more than that, you'll get paid extra. There is, of course, a promotion opportunity here, which is, should our hardy band of adventurers manage to clear out the canyon of any of the dangerous wildlife and make it safe as a resource for the water-hungry traveler, they will get a company promotion and level up. So, as you have all now been introduced, as you have all made your way from the high plateaus of Landis down into the sands of the Sudaran, the canyon which you've been directed to by these scouts isn't actually particularly far away from the border, and it is a wee way off from any of the particular tracks and trails that most would travel, but the scouts have given you a pretty solid idea of where to go. And as you begin to trek through the wastes, I'm going to get someone, randomly, to do a weather check for me.
Oh, I broke everything.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Well,
hold
I'm
on.
back anyway.
I can hear you.
They can hear us? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
Is it just a d20?
No, I am going to get whichever brave soul would like to be responsible for the doom that's about to befall you, roll me a percentile dice.
Ooh,
Oh,
percentile.
hell yeah. Who wants to do that?
I'll do it.
Get it.
All right, grandparents, go.
Grandparents.
Is a 41.
41.
Yep.
Okay, let me consult my list. Okay. You know what? That is a pretty safe range of it's just hot.
Okay.
Yep. You managed to avoid high winds and very hot, given the time of year, so very good. There will not be any untoward effects due to the weather in this particular assignment. Although anybody who is heavily dressed might find things a little uncomfortable heading into a stifling ravine, in the desert heat. Shriek.
No, my character's fine.
So, that's right. There's going to be plenty more heat being brought in here, I'm sure. So you follow the small markers and the tracks laid out by the scouts until you begin to see as these dunes sort of rise, there is this wee track that divots in between them. And as it sort of descends between these two dunes, you do see sort of these rock walls sort of fading off into the distance. This is the entrance to the canyon. As you begin to approach, you sort of see that these rock sections range anywhere between 80 to 120 feet high, made out of this amber-colored rock. It's pretty rough up there. You could maybe potentially climb some of these walls if you're feeling particularly brave and stupid. But I'm sure I'm sure that's not adventurers. Adventurers never do things like that. But as we approach the canyon, we're not going to do much else of a lead-in. I am going to link the Elder Rodeo for you.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to jump straight into the map for the assignment. Sorry, there we go. There's
The
my invite.
assignment.
The assignment. There are definitely pigs
Is
here.
it Swayman?
There's an assignment. Right. So Gubbins Fall. Where are we? Let me just link it in. The Gubbins Fall.
There's my D10.
Good. If you're not in chat, I'm still going to respond to what you said in the Discord. Screw you, buddy. I love you, mate. But screw you. Also, a wee note today, I'm not going to bother doing like the dynamic vision that we have done in the past. I'm literally just going to unveil map because it was going to take way too long for me to set it up and I couldn't be bothered last night.
Outstanding. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah. I like the dynamic vision, but man, it is so hard to organize, especially when
But
there's a
Quinn,
lot
my
of
immersion.
things to do. You know what? Fuck your immersion.
That's great. Honestly, a vibe. Okay, I'm just. That's my character sheet. That's the wrong one.
So anyway, while she's setting that up for Strum, we're missing one. Oh, we're missing a shriek, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm
There he
coming
is.
in right
Nope,
now.
we got him. Okay.
Varshiblos.
Yeah, you guys sort of descend into you see these rock walls begin to tower up above you. The ground here isn't particularly sandy. It's sort of become this sort of stripped bare rock. And as you sort of approach sort of this canyon entrance, you can feel the hot wind sort of brushing through the canyon. It's not howling, it's not overtly strong, but there's definitely a presence of a high wind in there somewhere that obviously is keeping a lot of the sand clear. You guys can arrange yourself however you would like in that little section there, but don't go too much further because there's something else I will be describing to you shortly. You do see around there, even though it's not on the map as well, there are a couple of sort of very heavily, very plump cacti. Some of them with like the very big red flowering blooms on them. Again, you know, I'll unveil some of this as we go. Are you guys happy with that setup, with where you're standing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Surely our monster hunter should be leading the way, no?
I mean, I would assume so. We're all fighting
Shriek
back.
says nothing and just stares at you.
Perhaps I can switch places. That is totally fine with me. I do not mind.
It's just a suggestion.
No. Very good suggestion. My talents are not for seeking as such.
So
Okay.
I'm just imagining, you know, my talents are not singing, and then she just like grabs Elwyn and just full body pivots.
It's the Battlemaster Fighter's bait and switch with but far less elegance. Yeah. All right. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to do just in these wee moments you're approaching the canyon, then now will be the time to do it, and then I'll describe what else is going on around this wee area.
Do you need our passives at all, sir? Before we
I
get
will
to
be
it?
grabbing those very shortly.
Okay.
I'm just going to let you guys do what if you guys want to do any bits, if you want to do any RP or anything first, while I get the last bits set up for myself because I've been busy setting everything else up for everybody else.
You know, Seeker, you know, Elwyn will be checking for tracks at some point.
Yeah. What, leading into and out of the canyon just before you're in this area, or
Just, you know, generally getting a sense of, you know, where the traffic goes, what sort of traffic it is.
if you want to make a survival check while everybody's sort of being rearranged forcefully, you can do that.
Okay. See, that is a 22.
Damn.
22. All right.
Survival-y boy.
So there aren't particularly many tracks around here other than what you guys have left. Because sort of this immediate area has been sort of, blasted clear of a lot of the sand now that you're away from the dunes and entering into the canyons. It's pretty hard to pick up anything. Although you do sort of see that there are some small marks in like the very rough stripped bare ground that look like they've been there for a time, that possibly may have been the boots of the scouts that sort of came through recently. There's not a whole lot more, but with a 22, you can see that near I'll as I say, I'll be showing things shortly. Near sort of where the canyon heads directly north, you can sort of see what look like some pretty large clawed imprints into the ground itself. And some of them look like they've been gouged and scratched, and there's a couple of marks on the canyon walls themselves as though something's either been scratching at it or brushing alongside it. Because the canyon walls are pretty narrow here. The other thing is there is a patch of relatively disturbed ground in that wee sort of open area heading out to the right, and you do sort of notice that in and around where one of the cactus is, the ground itself does seem to be maybe even more, possibly more interacted with, more traversed. There's been a little bit more activity around that cactus than much else lately. All right. So before we go any further, now will be the time I am going to get some passives. For now, all I'm going to ask for is your perception. If I need anything else, we'll deal with that.
That would be a 12 for me.
12 for Olaf, and my passive perception's high enough to bonk the bot.
I'm just here. Gummy, why aren't you bonking the bot? You're letting the poor dungeon master do it. No, I'm joking.
He's listening. What are you talking about?
Hold up. I'll unban it and then you can go. Ready?
There we go. See, this man knows. Hey, he gets it.
What? No.
Right. What other passive perceptions have we got, Tim?
13.
13.
13. Okay.
13.
I'm waiting for Elowen to just
21.
21 from Shriek. All right, Elowen, here we go. There's your time.
Yep.
Come on.
Shadow, what's
Let
passive?
them all know what your passive perception is.
Okay, well, I've said 24 twice, so apparently Discord will not let me speak unless it is in a full sentence.
There we go.
Oh,
Discord
it's...
doesn't have a good perception.
Try turning your noise suppression off, because it might be like trying to
Discord's
clip
perception is shit.
Yeah.
it. Okay, thank you, Gummy.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right, so I'll keep that in front of me. So yeah, as you sort of notice these wee bits and pieces there, Elowen,
The coaster came with it.
the wee scratches down the northern wall do kind of vaguely draw your attention as well, because you do note that the tracks there, the scratches, the marks are very fresh. And that's because there does appear to be something that is lying, sleeping, maybe dead, in the middle of the canyon bypass. And there we go, we'll just reveal that for you. And it's just lying there, doesn't appear to be doing too much. So, now team, you decide what you're going to do. Oh, we're going to get used to that frowny face.
Hmm. Do you tell us? I don't see it.
Well, no.
No, this, yeah, okay, yeah.
So, Elowen is, checking the tracks, and then as soon as she notices, she would hold up a hand and be like, quiet. And
Huh?
gesture towards it.
Should we?
What is it?
What is the I thought we'll speak telepathic too. What's over there? What do you see?
Not see the creature in the middle of the canyon.
Yeah, it's
No,
pretty hard to miss it.
I have a
When
12
it's pointed
perception.
out.
I'm practically blind.
the only reason you may not have noticed it initially on your approach is the fact that that canyon is shaded, and the color of the sort of lizard-like beast down there blends in very well with the shaded ground. But once there's even sort of that whole idea of, oh, there's something there, then you kind of go, oh, cool, there's like a six-legged medium-sized dragon there with no wings. Cool.
Oh,
Legs.
Is that one of our prey? Or is that the prey of what we're here for?
Oh, is
Well,
it what we're
six-
here for, but it has been made prey? That would be very interesting.
Something bigger and dangerous. Oh, I like that. Is it breathing?
Well, unless you know of many other six-legged reptilian monstrosities, I'd say that would be one of the creatures we're here for.
Excellent. Now, is it alive?
Could Elwyn make a nature check from like a distance?
And maybe make it a medicine check.
Could Shriek make a perception check, like from here, to see if like he sees the body breathing up and down, like it's exhaling?
Yeah, the perception check will be a lot higher than a medicine check.
My patience grows.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Also
versed with
take
medicine.
a-
Just give me a second to look at it. Can I medicine check it, sir?
Sure. Make a medicine check.
That's a 21
Okay.
perception.
25
25.
medicine.
ooh, nice.
Okay. So, with the high medicine, the thing that you notice is that the creature itself, whilst you can't quite tell whether it's breathing or not, parts of its scaly exterior that have, as had been noted by Alowin, that have been, it's obviously been brushing up against the canyon wall. So part of its exterior has kind of been flaked off. And you can actually see where it's a little bit injured from that, and the blood that is flowing from these scratches is very much fresh and free-flowing, as though the creature is still alive. It doesn't appear to be heavily injured, but it appears to be taking its rest from, well, yeah, something. As far as a 21 perception check goes, 21's pretty good. I will say that it takes quite a bit of time for you to notice that even though the creature as it is, you catch one very slight moment where it has like this wee little huff out of its muzzle, out of its nostrils, and a small little bit of sand that hasn't been removed is just kind of away. And that's the only sign of breathing you get.
Got it.
The other thing I'll give you with a 25 medicine check, Bex,
Good.
is that part of those scratches, some of them actually don't look like they've happened because it's been rubbing up against the canyon wall. Some of them actually kind of look like they're very small, like it's hard to see from here, very small puncture wounds.
I do not think this is only canyon damage. This is a creature that is possibly from this area and would understand how to move within the canyon safely. I think this is taking damage from something else. It is, however, alive, and it has been very recently hurt. It is still bleeding. So.
And if you want to go down that northern bypass, you're going to have to go past it. Somehow.
I have two minds about it. We could either get it while it's down, or we could walk away, and it would potentially recover something of itself if we have to come back this way.
Well, they did say something predatory was here. Do you think this is it?
No. I think this is a predator. But I do not think this is the predator.
I do not think this is a basilisk. Basilisk. They don't have. I'm understanding they are snakes, no?
Oh.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm very used to cities. I don't. It's fine. So this is what. So. Do we think this is an egg-laying one? We go harvest it for the eggs?
No,
Oh. But then what do you?
I think regardless, you should leave it be. Let it rest and recover. The first thing it's gonna do when it wakes up is go home,
Okay.
where the nest and the eggs will be.
And then we follow the blood trail. Very
Then
smart.
we follow the trail.
Like it.
How far is this thing from us?
Yeah, it's about that far. I've been making
15 feet.
I've been making pretty regular
I'm
Wake up.
honest, I
Perception checks for it.
definitely,
Wake up,
I-
chicks.
absolutely.
I'm assuming you guys are a little
Yeah.
bit further back than where
Yeah.
I've placed you on the map because that's just the edge of the map.
No, we probably
I'm
go
just-
around the corner again and to have a little.
Yeah,
Tell them to
I'm
be
assuming you're
quiet.
slightly further back than what you are, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
this is just where the map begins, and it's like, no, I'm just placing you there so you're on that goddamn map.
So should we quietly go that way then for now?
I think we should, honestly.
We're all not decision makers. Well, someone needs. Okay, let's go.
I'm more of a negotiator
Hmm.
and a persuader.
Quinn, like, the scratch marks were only in the northern passage. Like, off to the side, there weren't any signs of, like, large creatures passing through.
Not that you could see, no. Like most of the scratches and bits and pieces you could see were in that northern pass.
Creatures do not seem to travel via the eastward path. All the signs are in the northern passage.
That is a good
That
point.
isn't a positive either. That could mean a greater predator lives in that area. If the prey doesn't go there.
That is true. I think if we were to defeat this predator that we're dealing with, I think we should follow the west road first, and then kill the predator, then come back, and if this basilisk has recovered from his wounds, and we follow it back to its nest. But then it won't be harder to fight back in the nest and try to take the eggs. We're in for a fight either way.
Of course.
But wouldn't you rather know what is at your back? If we must, look east and see if there's anything that might come out from behind.
I would assume so. It's the path less traveled. And see if the basilisk there were already destroyed and nothing left the nests. Or nothing touched the nests.
Okay, so Shriek is going to.
Please.
Make a decision.
Wait, you
Yeah,
talked.
Shriek
about
is going to
happening
make a
the-
decision and.
Yeah, because
just
the only
like-
reason the basilisk hasn't gotten up and attacked you guys is because I haven't been able to roll above a 9.
So Shriek is going to go and just like not even just like, okay, they're talking, just gonna go up and just try to put it out of its misery, essentially. So he's going to take out his very big glaive from off of his back and just kind of behead it.
Okay, cool. Well,
Alright, where's the fight music?
Owen immediately starts crying inside.
the basilisk is aware of you.
Yeah.
It's been waiting for somebody to actually step into the enclosed confines of the canyon.
Sure.
So you don't get a surprise attack.
That's
Instead,
fine.
we get to roll initiative.
Sick.
Ah,
Very well.
Yeah.
Fine.
As I say, the only reason I'd make the perception check is to see whether the basilisk could be fucked actually
Yeah.
coming out for you, or waiting for you to come to it.
So that's going to be a 5 total.
Beautiful. You remember how initiative works in this one?
Yes.
On the Albert? Cool.
Yes.
So you got to click on yourself, add to initiative.
I want to point out this is probably one of the best initiative bonuses I've ever had.
And
Very nice.
A 3.
on the bright side, basilisks have a
7.
negative dexterity, so
Oh, hey, Shriek World! Oh, yeah, I beat you! Oh my god. No!
and even with a negative dexterity,
Yep.
That's so fucking funny. Quinn, I think I need to move you so people can see the initiative order. Quinn, be ready. You're going on a magical adventure. Wow!
Did I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so that
Is that? I don't know.
was-
That means you want to see that? That's the initiative tracker.
It's not adding me in.
Let me do it for you. I also think it's because for some reason you're in here twice, and I'm not sure why.
Or if I
Oh,
put him
yeah.
here.
There you go. Added to initiative.
Thinking
Maybe just
Okay.
slightly smaller too. Still big.
So,
Done.
I will give you the option here, Shriek, because you have initiated this.
Mm-hmm.
You can jump up the initiative order
Uh-huh.
for this first round.
Cool.
Okay?
Yep.
Because you are the one initiating, and I always find it weird that I'm gonna start the combat, and then everybody else gets to go before you. It's a weird
Yeah.
thing.
It is a bit weird.
Yeah. So you're gonna walk up, and you're going to attack the thing with the glaive. So I have a question. You're just looking straight at this thing. You're just like, fuck this thing.
Fuck this thing, I'm out.
Now, what do you mean? Like, am I like looking at the surroundings or just this thing?
The creature. You're focusing on the creature.
I mean, as I'm walking up to it, I'm probably looking around a little bit at the top of the canyon, but other than that, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what I need you to do then is make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Outstanding. That was cocked.
It has begun.
And,
Sorry, as Matt Mercer would say, it has begun.
Has begun.
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution save. Yep.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. There's this whole thing where as you start walking into the shaded canyon, and the basilisk, as I say, is aware of you guys, it immediately lifts its head, and these reptilian eyes sort of stare into your own, and there is this wee moment where there is this cold that overcomes you,
Oh.
and you're like, but you sort of like, no, I'm beheading this bitch, and push through it. You can now
Gotcha. Okay.
make your attack roll.
Great. In that case. Okay. It's dark in here, so I have to lift up my dice every time. Okay, that's fine. +7, so... What is that? Numbers are not numbersing. 13?
Is not enough.
That's fine, I'll roll again.
Okay.
For my second attack.
So I'm
and-
guessing you're a martial character of some kind then. Gotcha.
Well, that's a 17 for that one.
That is enough.
Okay, thank you.
This thing does have a slightly lower AC and hit points because it is damaged, but
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, I am going to
Right.
use my glaive and just going to swipe down as fast as I possibly can. Where's a D? Where's my D? Just there we go. Oh, that's great. 12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage? Understood. Alright, so your glaive hacks into the side of this basilisk. Its scales are very tough. And unfortunately, your single swing is not enough to gain the beheading you were hoping you would get.
Worth.
But it does hiss in disappointment, in disgust. Alright, which then, if that is your turn, brings us to Olaf. Olaf.
It is.
Sing a song of victory.
Oh, laugh.
Isn't it? Isn't Alistair?
It's not mine.
Oh, Alistair, sorry.
I was like,
I immediately skipped past the first one of the initiative because I was like, fuck. First one of the initiative.
Alright, just because I've been gone for a while, you just gonna shun me like it? See how it is?
Funny.
See how it is?
That's
Mhm.
right, it's going to keep being like that. Right, where you go, Alistair? Sorry. Alistair, sorry.
Hardly a team player, but fine. He will raise his censer and flick his finger and cast Sacred Flame.
Good, Luna.
Yes.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom save? I'm going to be amazing at that. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. Wow, 17.
That's a save.
You had to
do
say
no
something.
damage.
I rolled an 18 on the dice. It's got a -1, so it's still a 17.
God damn.
Okay. So you call down this expunging fire, it's kind of maybe it's just been that slightest bit of time. Maybe you're feeling slightly shunned by someone, and it rankles with you just a little bit, and your aim's just a little off and hits the canyon wall instead.
Damn.
Is there anything else, Alistair?
I'll
Okay.
stay where I am, waiting.
Olaf.
All right.
Now, the other fun thing to note about these canyons, these ones in particular, they are narrow enough that only one person, unless you are one of the small folk, can get in there and fight at a time. Unless you have a reach weapon and go over there somebody else. So, with Shriek engaging with the Basilisk, it's going to be a little bit difficult for anybody else to get into melee with it right now.
Well, luckily Olaf doesn't like melee combat, and so he's just going to viciously mock it that it somehow survived Shriek's fearsome glaive and dodged Alastair's fearsome sacred fire and cast vicious mockery at it.
Cool. And that is, what do I need to do? Is that all save?
It's a wisdom save, yeah.
Scummy, I'm not
That's
actively changing
not
the
what
stream.
dice is supposed to go. That's a 7.
It's a fail. It takes 7 points of psychic damage.
It doesn't have to understand a language to be viciously mocked?
Range. I can hear you. If it's just gonna hear me though, it need not understand you.
Okay, cool. No.
Yeah.
Cool. So what did it take?
It took 7 points of psychic damage,
Ah,
And
my brains!
and it has disadvantage on its
You
next
have
attack.
brains?
So the other thing I've got to ask is, while you guys are initiating your spell attacks, are you looking at the creature?
Yeah.
When you define
Okay.
looking, are you meaning it's face?
Where is my
Or
target?
It's arse.
Is my target? Or are you swinging or casting blindly?
I'm kind of looking at the tail because I think Shriek is taking the
Let-
brunt of it.
Let me be very clear how this works if people don't know how a basilisk works. If you are within 30 feet of it, at the start of your turn,
Mhm.
if you choose, unless you tell me you are averting your gaze, you have to make a saving throw. If you avert your gaze, then you are at disadvantage because you can't see it.
And we would know this before taking the mission, right?
I don't know. Did anybody do any research? Is that within the ballywick? Yep.
Would have known about Basilisk since she would have.
In which case, yep. So it is
Shriek
entirely up
also
to
would have
you.
known
But
about that.
yeah,
It's within 30 feet.
yeah.
Am
Which at the moment we're going to assume is like pretty much everybody, just because
Okay.
it's easy.
No, I'm not gonna avert because I have to. Oh, I have. Well, it doesn't really have to hit, so because it's just a saving throw, not an attack roll. So I'm averting my gaze a little bit.
So you don't have to see the target.
I can see it.
That's all right. That counts.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Just it just means that should you be making an attack and you choose to avert your gaze, your attack is at disadvantage, or a spell attack if there is a save or something associated with it. If it's a saving throw, I get to do it with advantage because there's still that whole sort of I'm not looking at where I'm going.
Right. Okay. Yep.
That's all right. We'll do that to note going forward.
Okay. Yep.
So that does bring us to the basilisk, and it's got one. I'm going to assume meaty target in front of it.
Can't
That
tell under all the
is-
clothing.
Going to try and take a chomp at.
I'm going to use my Warden Flare ability.
Okay.
Flash a bit of reflective light of the sun into its eyes and give it disadvantage on that attack.
It already has.
So
disadvantage.
yeah,
He has disadvantage.
save that one because he's already got disadvantage from vicious mockery. But
Oh, I
really
forgot
good.
about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a really cool ability.
Oh yeah, warding flare is very cool.
Claire's great.
All right, so that takes me at disadvantage from a. Yep, no, that takes me down to a 12. Pretty sure I don't hit with that.
does miss.
Yep. Okay. And because Basilisk is Basilisk, it only gets the one attack. Elwin, you're up.
Also, Quinn, I did DM you.
I did see that, and I will respond very shortly when I'm not busy doing doing things.
Oh my god,
I did see a message come through.
DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I
So
love
Elwyn
going
will call
second to
out-
last.
Elwyn will call out, "Remember the eyes," and then she is going to cast Mage Hand. And as she does that, what had appeared to be just flecks of sand covering her outfit, like, swarm off of her and flow towards the basilisk as the Mage Hand attempts to cover one of its eyes.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. I'm tempted to make this a sleight of hand check.
That makes sense.
If you want.
I mean, unless you want to field something else for me. I'm
Yeah, I
open to
guess,
suggestions, but I'd make
I-
this yeah.
I guess sleight of hand makes the most sense.
And if this works, it means that anybody making the saving throw does so at advantage. That's how we'll go with that. If you're okay with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, are you looking at the creature to do so?
Yes. I kind
Okay.
of have to look at the eyes in order to cover
Yep.
the eyes.
So,
All
do a
right,
Constitution
so-
saving throw, please.
I'll do the Constitution save first.
Yep, because you don't get to impose the disadvantage first.
Yeah, 18 for the Constitution save.
That's a save. You're fine.
Okay. That's a 21.
Okay.
For selective hit.
Which basically I was going to do it as a sleight of hand was going to be your attack against its AC, and that works. So
Hooray.
yes, your dusty mage hand sort of manages almost while it's there, kind of flicking grit in the eyes. You fucking take that, you fucking. So the basilisk is thoroughly irritated by these incursors, and now it can partially see. Was there anything else there, Elwyn?
She is going to use her bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, looking at the canyon, she was going to attempt to bonus action hide, but I don't think even Mask of the Wild would help her here.
I mean, from the basilisk, there's enough sort of an angle there.
Cool.
Yeah, if you want to try for that, you can. I'm alright with that.
Hooray! That is, thank goodness for expertise, 23.
23? Cool, good to know.
Yeah.
Pretty sure with a mage hand covering one eye, it's passive perception, which is already only a 9, won't see. Is that Elwyn?
That is Elwyn.
That brings us to Madame Lee.
Madame Lee, she's heard the command about not looking it in the eye. So her theory is to not be on this side of the creature. So she runs forward, and with her feline agility, she jumps above Shriek. And as she does, she jams her quarterstaff in between the rocks, swings through, and lands heels first into the basilisk's back with her monk attack.
Okay, well, let me just carve out.
I just
a
have this
little
idea, and she swings the quarterstaff in place. It hooks for a second. She goes, yeah. I don't
Carve
know.
out a little bit more of that while you move.
Can we see the rest of the basilisk?
Yeah, well, she's solely focused on the basilisk, so I'm not going to open up too much more beyond that.
Although on the end of a turn, she'll look that way, but she's landing
That's
on the
all right.
basilisk back at this point.
Okay, so yep, is that you know what? I mean, oh no, you got feline agility. Do you want to make this into an attack? Do you?
Yeah, I want to land with my heels, like
Okay, so
single into its spine.
because I like messing shit up.
Yeah.
We can either make this a normal attack roll, or you can make this an acrobatics as an attack roll.
Sure. I mean, it is the equivalent of an unarmed strike, so I'm going kapoof poof.
Kaboof poof.
Yes.
Kaboof poof.
I think how many?
Are you
Understood.
wearing high heels?
Not pop pop.
No, I've got claws.
Well,
I
they
don't
could be
have any-
tailor-made.
Yeah,
How
come
many
on.
attacks do I? Oh, attacks per action. I get 2 attacks.
As a monk, you get 2 unless you're multi-class.
I forget.
But, yep.
Okay.
And then you've got your
2 feet.
you know,
Hiya.
flurry thing.
A
Yeah, it's like
natural
one attack for each
20
foot.
and a 15.
Oh,
Plus
word.
8.
Did you say a natural 20?
Hey.
I'll celebrate a little more. Come on.
Hello. This is my new character, and she's actually good. I don't know. It's just strange. Don't
All
know
right.
what to do with myself.
And what was the second one?
15 plus 8.
Yep.
23.
Okay, cool. Both of those hit.
Okay. So.
So roll for damage.
Damage.
And while you do that, I will uncover a little more than that.
So wait, so that's a full on 1 dice, right? Full plus a
Yeah,
roll.
it's max damage, max dice damage, and then you get to roll the dice again.
So, oh my god. And then do I plus my bonus onto both hits or just the first one? I literally haven't played a monk in so fucking long.
Both. You get your modifier on both.
Okay, so
Yep.
30.
Damage total
Yep,
between the 2 attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
God.
It
Monks,
was
baby. I wish more
two-
people played monks.
2 6s plus my 10 for my modifier plus another 8. So that makes
For
sense.
your modifier?
Well, yeah, because it was plus
Oh,
5
because
per
2
attack.
attacks. Yeah. Well, given that I had 23 health left.
Oh, I put my feet all the way through it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
You just snap
She
it
is.
fine.
She is style. She is grace. Quarterstaff, flip, roll, both feet down, squish.
And like 30 eggs popped out of its back.
Hey, look!
Yeah,
yes!
Simon's done. Fuck off.
Oh,
now.
no, those are... Whoopsie. I think those are intestines and not eggs.
The basilisk trembles under this attack, and you can feel its whole body spasm as its ability to hold itself up just gives way, and all 6 legs collapse. And so you descend like another few feet with the basilisk. And that's yeah.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. That's... Oh, and then I look look down the tunnel. Finish.
Okay. I don't want to open up too much here, but let me just. Because I'm trying to do
Sorry,
this
guys.
differently than what I normally do.
I guess, that's a kind of
Just like the flex on her.
It's fine.
Oh, that's lovely. If you think it's over.
Who?
So because that's your turn, I do regret to say
Oh.
that Alistair, Alwyn, Olaf, the 3 of you back where you are, as this basilisk kind of crumbles and falls under the weight of this assault, the 3 of you, suddenly there is kind of this rumbling and this explosion of noise as all of a sudden this tall cactus that's been sitting over near the other canyon responds to the attack.
I thought so.
I knew there was something suspicious about that fucking cactus.
And all
Yeah, way
these
too
like
plump.
tendrils explode from the sand, and they are bristling with needles. And it is the cactid's turn. So
The cacted.
it's a cactid.
You guys are getting
Yep.
cacked on. Sorry.
Uh huh. So it has.
I was gonna
50
make that goddamn joke.
foot reach, which means unfortunately Olaf is the only one in range. So Olaf takes both attacks.
Well, now I use my Walden Flare.
You may do that. Cool. All right.
Does
So
it have
first,
Ice?
Unless the creature cannot be blinded,
it is immune to blinded.
Then
Ah, well.
it fails.
It is blind sight. Yep. Okay, so two
Burn
attack.
things.
I never
we'll
thought
do
a
the
cactus
first
would
attack.
sniff us out like this.
This is the thing that did some of the puncture damage to the basilisk. The basilisk got a little too close to it.
Ah, makes sense.
I assumed so.
Yep. So its first attack is only an 11. I'm assuming
That misses.
misses. Cool. So one of these cactus-like tendrils that's ripped out of the ground just lashes out at you. Goes a little sideways. The second one is 23.
That definitely hits.
Okay,
Hit me in the
so
side without the monocle.
it will make an attempt to do as you ask. Wait, it doesn't see, so it doesn't see monocles.
Mhm. Well, I saw the first attack, so it missed, and then the second one hit me.
Spun around.
Yeah.
So you
Maybe that
take 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay, not bad.
and then another point of piercing damage as these thorns, as they hit you, extend and grab you.
So 12 points total?
Yes. You are also now considered grappled and restrained as it wraps around you and the thorns begin to pierce into you. It then is going to, because now that it's got somebody grappled, it's going to use its reel. And you are pulled 5 feet closer to the cactus.
Ooh.
And that is its turn. Shriek, you're up.
Okay. If Shriek is up, does he? I'm assuming he just going. Like
Yeah.
we're down in this thing because I mean I don't think we can see like what's happening right here.
No,
on
it
this wall.
was-
yeah,
yeah, the basilisk was around in this corner for a couple of reasons.
yeah.
One of which was it. Like normally, these two things do not have a beef with each other, but it got a
Right.
little bit too curious, a little bit too, forward, if you will, and it got
Right.
punished, so it retreated a little bit and decided to recover in the shade.
Okay.
So from where you are, I mean, you'd probably hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Like once the basilisk sort of groans its last and collapses into the dirt, the fact that there's still the sounds of something going on behind you, probably
Okay.
pretty clear something's going on.
Then I would like to have Shriek, as fast as he can, move around the corner, basically going like there, I guess.
Yep.
Could I go diagonally through those?
Yeah,
spots?
sure.
Great. And then I'm gonna. Ooh, actually, I think I have reach with a glaive.
You do. You should have.
Yeah, so I should be able to attack from within 10 feet.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to attack from back here and just try to stab into.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Go for it. Just don't roll a natural one, and you'll be fine.
Sounds good. Okay, does a 15 hit?
Yes. 15 hits.
Okay. And then.
They're not particularly nimble.
That's,
These things, to nobody's
another
surprise.
15.
Okay, that hits as well.
Okay. Let's see here.
So what's what is it? What are you using? A glaive.
A glaive. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's. Let's see.
Ooh.
I need to grab my character sheet.
When I hear glaive, I think of Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should know the reference.
To blave. Just it sounds similar enough that
Mhm.
it is just the immediate association.
Everyone knows
that's-
blade means to bluff.
That's what was the? Because that's 10 plus.
Glaive. Also a weirdly named druid. In modern campaign.
Okay, so that was 15.
15 total.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you that's with to both attacks. So you chop
Yeah,
into it,
that's both attacks.
Yep. delivering a fairly hefty 15. So you strike into this this pretty big chunky cactus. It doesn't seem interested in relinquishing its grip on your ally.
That's great. I don't particularly care about that right now.
Okay.
I cast
to know.
Vicious Mockery on
He
Shriek.
knows that. And
Let's
then
begin.
Shriek is going to with a bonus action, disengage and move. Or he's going to move out of the reach of its grasp.
Bonus action. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I see.
So he's actually going to go around the corner again.
Okay. Yep.
And basically just ensure that he's not going to get grappled himself.
Okay. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
Alistair.
Fire will cleanse this area. I cast Scorching Ray
Hell
on
yeah.
this cacti.
Bring it on, brother.
That one's gonna miss. Dirty 20,
That's a hit.
and that one definitely missed as well.
Oh,
So two of them
really?
hit the. Oh yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh, buddy. To hopefully mitigate a little bit of the fact that it can't be affected by warding flare and you miss 2 of the 3, just be aware, double your damage.
Oh, cool.
This cactus is vulnerable to fire damage. And yes, I should let you guys do the thing anyway,
You know that
but I mean,
tracks.
yeah, I'd rather just let you guys know so that after you encounter a creature, I like to think that people start figuring out what it does and does
Yeah.
not work.
So
Well,
that's
we hit it with fire and it basically exploded.
It's going to react! Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
well, only one of the rays hit, but did 22 points of damage.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
God damn.
it felt that one. Okay.
For the first time ever, they heard a plant scream.
The cactus needled itself. Okay. Jesus
It's
Christ.
just cactus fruit juice on the ground, you know?
Um,
Just a little pea.
All right. Is that your turn?
That'll be my
Alistair?
turn.
Olaf, you are currently grappled and restrained.
There's not a lot I can do.
You can try and break it.
If
If nothing else,
Olaf's not that strong.
Okay. no, please stay restrained. by
Olaf
it.
will. I think Olaf will. I think Olaf will. Olaf will try to break the grapple.
Okay, cool.
Just because he's got to get out of there. He's not built for the front line at all.
Okay, go for it.
So
Alright.
that
So
is
make
a-
yourself an
athletic?
athletics check. Yep.
It's a 15.
That is enough.
Okay.
Yep. Its grip is irritating, but it's not
Mhm.
as strong as it might appear. It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's not hugely difficult to escape its grapple. It's still awkward, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, that's your action. You do manage to sort of pull yourself away from these thorns. Anything else you would like to do?
I would like to move away from it.
Go for it.
He's going to move. He's going to move.
What?
No, wrong thing. Where
I cast
Alright.
multi-enlarge on myself.
I do have enlarge
Three-
reduce.
3 times. Ignoring concentration rules.
Slap it. And I'm just gonna move all the way back here,
Okay, all right.
out of reach.
Okay, so you can't quite go into the canyon, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Okay.
right there.
Alright.
And that'll do it for me.
All right, cool. I should remove the basilisk from the initiative order because it's dead. Remove somebody else.
Damn.
Oh, because they're overlapping. That's why. It was Madame Lee. I cannot remember what your initiative was. Let me just.
It was 7.
7.
I
there
think.
we
Mhm.
go. Okay, let me remove that. There we go. Okay. 7 sound about right? 7's good. That's about the right in the order anyway. Okay, so, Eloise, you're up. You're up.
Has
It's your
noticed.
turn.
That it didn't seem quite able to reach over here, so she's quite content to stay where she is.
Okay.
Right, so we're just gonna shoot a bitch.
Yeah, makes sense.
That tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
16.
That hits.
Okay, and we're using a longbow.
I think my favorite part of these is trying to figure out what everyone else is actually fucking playing.
I feel like I've made mine exceedingly clear.
Mm.
Uh,
I don't know
I
what.
put
Oh,
one
well, actually,
level
your
into
subclass. I'm
7
pretty sure.
different classes.
I've
3.
done that.
Oh, I know. I put 1 level into 7 different classes.
Well, you wouldn't have multi-attack then, but that's fine.
Why are you no fun?
You can show yourself out. I'll show you no
Sorry.
fun.
I'm sorry, I'll be good.
All right, so that was 7 damage on the arrow, and then like as the arrow
7.
flies, like some more like other of these like swarming like little pieces of sand like flow along with the arrow, and they will do.
I love that you're literally doing it as sand.
I mean, sand mites
Yeah.
technically, but they look like sand.
Yeah. I love it.
6 piercing damage.
Okay, so 13 altogether. Oh, so what is it? This is all piercing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 13?
Hi, Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you hit it with your arrow and the swarm, you do kind of notice that several of your motes and whatnot kind of bounce off its tough exterior. It doesn't appear as though piercing damage does quite as much as you might expect.
Did the app go?
It has resistance to piercing damage.
All right, then she will call out, arrows do not work.
Oh, just not
Fire
as
does.
quickly. Yeah, that's right. Was there anything else there, Alan?
I mean, technically I have a bonus action, but I doubt I can hide from this thing, so
If that's your turn, that brings us to Madame Lee. Hello, Hitty.
We love Hitty. Hi, Hitty.
So, Madame Lee, it's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
I know it's back there. I've heard the conflict. The thing is,
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
I'm just gonna say yes. Yeah.
great. I know the conflict.
I mean, you're basking in your glory and bathing in basilisk blood,
If I'm
so
30.
you can take all the bees you want.
Okay, I can definitely get there if I'm allowed to move through everyone's spaces as a cat.
You're also a monk, so
Yeah, I'm just literally skittering off the walls again, and like,
yeah.
I
you're-
mean,
you're
you want to
You're
move.
the you have climbing speed.
Yeah, you want. Yeah, well, that's it. Also, you want to move through there. I mean, that seems kind of easy enough.
okay.
You know what? Fine. Yeah, you got a climbing speed. We're not going to worry about it. If you didn't have a climbing speed, I'd just make you do like a parkour roll.
There is like, they hear the sensation of something moving above them, and then there's the pirouette land down into the canyon.
Okay.
She's very graceful. She's a very bendy and graceful person. And she runs up to the cactus, and she just goes full on crack with the quarterstaff twice.
Okay, go for it.
She's gonna
Make a
try
couple
and
attacks.
smush some cactus brain.
Beautiful.
You won't believe.
Okay, look, no. Don't even say anything. Allow me to respond appropriately in your in Twitch chat.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
There we go.
On the same fucking dice too.
Fucking nice.
And then the other one.
Competent character.
No, yeah, because I am not used to seeing this. Your reaction is.
I'm all over the show. And the other
love
one is 24.
Both of which hit. Yes.
This is so fucking weird.
Yeah,
But yeah.
let's go. Exactly.
Okay. 28. Just
Damage
2 less
total?
than last time. Yeah.
Okay. So much like Elwyn before you, though, you do notice that as you're making your blows, you're sort of trying to find these points at which you can strike it without being struck by needles.
Nice.
It does seem resilient to the blows.
The bludgeoning as well. Interesting.
It is also resistant to bludgeoning.
Fire!
Shriek's glaive didn't seem to have any sort of issue like that either. The cat did, wobbling a little
I
bit.
still have 10 whole
It was still a
movement.
good hit. Like, it was still a roll hit.
I got 10
Um,
movement. I'll back up.
You're backing up, so you okay? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's not going to use its reaction. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. That's its
Sure,
turn.
why not?
So.
I don't know how long we have to save shit for, so I'm like, meh.
Oh, well, that's no. Good call, because you know the way I like to run games.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is out of range except one thing. The cactus can actually move. It uproots its tendrils and pushes itself forward about 5 feet. Okay. So the first one it's going to have a tendril lash out at is, in fact, Madame Lee.
You would.
I know I would, right? Hey, Bex.
Did you natural
Oh.
20 back to me?
How dare?
Yeah, I did.
How
Listen,
dare.
I need blue. I need blue for depression. This light goes off. We're in the darkness now.
All right. So as per critical hit rolls, oh my god.
I love this. I have a whole app for my light now.
So that is 23
Oh my
bludgeoning damage.
What? Wait, what was? What did you? Okay.
23 bludgeoning.
Oh, I
And-
should have fucking patient defense, whatever.
And 8 piercing
Oh,
as the
shit.
needles stick into you.
Oh.
I need you to make. I need you to. Oh, actually, no. You're just grappled and restrained.
Yeah.
Is it? Hold
Um,
on. Wait. Is it technically a missile? Can I deflect
Nope.
the pin? Ah,
It
fuck
is
you.
attached to the creature.
So
it
it's-
is a
that was-
tendril that extends from its body.
That's
But nice try.
31 damage total.
Yeah.
That's correct. Because it has you grappled and restrained, it's not making its second tendril attack at you.
If you kill my one competent character, I swear to God.
Elowen's in the way.